Good evening, everybody, and welcome into the Buckeye Racing Network. I'm Tyler Bentley. Alongside me in the booth, as always, is Tim Henderson. We are live tonight at the Volusia Speedway Park with the Reigel Promotions Esports Modified Series Barberville Bash. Tonight, $175 to win. Roughly 40 cars entered, $600 total payout, paying out first through 10th here tonight. Wow, what an event we have on tap. Admin box drivers meeting has already gone through. We are in our qualifying session here tonight. Drivers on the racetrack now. You see the lap times populating on the left-hand side of the screen. Looks like we got 36 total cars signed in for action here tonight. Ken Borey, we're looking at him right now. Or excuse me, Derek Patetti is on right now. He just came across the line, 7th out of 16:59. Let's go down to Taylor Wasson in the 070 machine as he works around the racetrack. Through 3 and 4, down the front straightaway. Crossing the line, lap number 1 for Taylor Wasson, a 16:59 puts him at 10th on the board. He's working lap number 2 now. Trey Mills just went to the top with a 16:20 in car number 14. Wasson, second lap, did he improve? No, a little slower. He's going to stay now 14th as another driver just entered the racetrack. Kaylor Hogan in the 21 machine. Just came across the stripe, completing his first lap at a 16:57. Through 3 and 4, rolling the bottom part of the racetrack at Volusia is Kaylor. Crossing the stripe, lap 2 complete, just a tick slower. Gonna stay with that 16:57 now, P19. Jimbo Rooney in the 27 machine. Series regular with Reigel Promotions Esports. I've seen him drive about every dirt car there is. Tonight, they're in a big block. So Jimbo working his first lap of qualifying. As qualifying is about to come to a close, only 14 seconds as he crosses the stripe. Lap 1 for Jimbo, a 16:72, puts him 32nd quick on the board. Logan Herbert, Gavin Chatham also on the racetrack. Those are the only 3 left that hasn't taken the time, and Jimbo not going to complete his second lap in 33rd. Tim Henderson, I hear you're back.
Yeah, Jimbo took a hard hit. I apologize, everyone. Back.
Tim Henderson is back. This is the starting lineup for heat race number 1 here tonight. Heat race number 1 is going to be brought to you by Right Rear Racing. They are a broadcasting partner here with Reigel Promotions Esports. You can tune in and catch all the action and excitement broadcasted live on Right Rear Racing's YouTube channel. Be sure to follow them on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube. Starting lineup, row number 1 is going to be Drew Alton and Dalton DeWert. Row number 2 is going to be Chance Carr and Trey Mills. Row number 3 is going to be Bryce Dickinson and Kaylor Hogan. Row 4 is going to be Matt Taylor and Gavin Chatham. Row number 5 is going to be Jimbo Rooney. As they are lined up 2 by 2. 9 cars start. I believe we got the top 4 transferring here tonight, Tim.
That is correct.
All right, so that magic number is going to be the top 4 here tonight.
We're going to be taking 4 to the feature, and it'll be an invert 4.
All right, taking 4 to the feature, inverting 4 cars. Wow.
Out of each heat. And it's showing that we have 4 heats.
4 heats, yep.
And we're going to have a C main and a B main.
All right, field working around here. One more pace lap. And then we're going to get the Third Party Gaming green flag. Third Party Gaming, the official green flag sponsor of Reigel Promotions Esports, with over 2 years of experience in the iRacing industry. Third Party Gaming has earned its reputation as a trusted provider of high-quality racing in a variety of competitive divisions. They don't stop there. They also host exciting tournaments for games like Rocket League and more. Be sure to follow Third Party Gaming across your favorite social media platforms to stay updated on the latest events and offers. Pace truck away. Drew Walton steps on the gas. Green flag is in the air for heat race number 1, brought to you by Right Rear Racing. Field works down the back straightaway. Drew Walton, Dalton DeWert, Chance Carr, Trey Mills. Your top 4. Those are those 4 special spots, Tim.
Yes, it is. As they rumble down into turn 1, they're going to have, I believe that's Bryce Dickinson in the 5th place position, looking to go on the attack of our top 4.
Yeah, absolutely. Bryce following along right there in that 84 machine in the 5th spot for now. Behind him in the 99. Shatham in the top 3 get together. One car is going up into the air. That's the 82 of Dalton DeWert. Chance Carr in the 2 machine also collected into that one. I'm going to have to go back and take a look at that as the first caution flag of tonight's evening has been displayed. Let's see what happened here between the 2 and the 82 as they worked into turn number 1. Keep an eye on the 2 and 82. Slow things down as the top 4 roll into turns number 1 and 2. Looks like a big stack up on the bottom, Tim, as maybe they clipped the inside wall and the 2 popped up in the air and went straight up the racetrack, and the 82 was there with no place to go, unfortunately. Pretty heavy contact, really, for the 82 machine of Dalton DeWert. So he was up in the air and landed on his side.
Looked like to me everyone was just trying to beat the lead car to the inside, and they eventually just ran out of room, ran out of real estate. Unfortunately, those 3 were involved in a big wreck.
Yeah, absolutely here. Just a little bit of craziness, and that shook up the top 4 a little bit. So we got Drew Walton, Trey Mills, Bryce Dickinson now is in the top 4, and Gavin Chatham in that 99 machine. So they got to be really happy with that first caution. Now they move into those transfer spots. On the outside looking in right now, Kaylor Hogan, Matt Taylor, Jimbo Rooney, of course Chance Carr, and Dalton DeWert. Chance Carr and Dalton DeWert did stop in, do the work area, get repaired, and they are now back out onto the racetrack. Looks like we're going to get a single file restart here. Still 6 laps to go in this first heat of the night. A lot of stuff can happen here. Pace truck just going to be peeling off as Drew Walton steps on the gas. We are back underway. 5 to go now in our first heat. Trey Mills in second. Third, like I said, Bryce Dickinson, Gavin Chatham on the hot seat in the 99 machine with the 21 of Kaylor Hogan bearing down right behind him. Matt Taylor in the 15 looking to make a move on the inside of Chatham for the 5th spot. Or excuse me, that is Hogan for the 5th spot. Chance Carr working around the outside of Matt Taylor now, looking to pick up another spot there. 3 to go already at the line. Go ahead.
Yeah, Chance Carr looking to go all the way around the outside of the 21 as the 21 now shuts that door. That's Kaylor Hogan in that 21 machine. They're battling 3 wide. No, Chance Carr does not take it. They're battling hard though for that position.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the battle for the 5th spot. It's outside of the transfer. As the top 4 is kind of scooted away. White flag already in the air for Drew Walton. Trey Mills is reeled in. Alton looks to the outside of him, out of turn 2 down the back straightaway. We have a drag race into turn 3 for the race lead. Who's going to prevail? Alton slides up the hill across the nose of Trey Mills. He turns back underneath of him and wins the heat with a great move. Trey Mills Heat race number 1 winner. Drew Walton second, Bryce Dickinson third, Gavin Chatham fourth. Those are the transfers. Matt Taylor, Trance Carr, Kaylor Hogan, Jimbo Rooney, and Dalton DeWert will go to the B main here tonight.
That was awesome.
Absolute fantastic finish
That was awesome.
to Right Rear Racing's first heat of the night. Wow, how about that to get us started? Let's take a look at No Coast Customs heat race number 2. No Coast Customs, your go-to place for high-quality wraps, custom designs, and eye-catching graphics. Whether you're looking to turn your car into a showpiece or enhance your league's branding, No Coast Customs brings your vision to life. Join their Discord or find them on Facebook today. Front row of No Coast Customs heat number 2 is going to be Michael Swank and Kieran Roundtree. Row number 2 is going to be Nick Brundage maybe, and Caleb Duran. Sorry if I butchered that. Row number 3 is going to be Anthony Morano and Dakota Osborne. Row 4, Dean Reynolds and Chris Watkins. Row number 5 is going to have one driver. That's going to be Ben Jolly. Going to have to reset my timing and scoring here. I will be hoping I get that done before we go back green. And there we go. That looks a lot better.
I'll tell you what, iRacing keeps adding stuff. They have a... I have to play with my audio here. Go ahead.
Pace truck peels off. Green flag is in the air. Michael Swank out to the early advantage in that 127 machine. Kieran Roundtree in the second spot. Third currently held by Caleb Durgan, Dakota Osborne, and Nick Brundage looking to the outside. They're battling for the final transfer, and then it's side by side for the 6th spot with Morano and Watkins. Dean Reynolds following behind there in the 8th spot. Uh-oh. Issue. Ben Jolly, I believe, brought the yellow flag out. Let's go back and see exactly what happened to Ben in the 924. It looks like it's showing the 33 on the side of his race car, though. Him and Dean kind of got stacked up entering turns 1 and 2 on lap number 1. He got it backed up and was just stopped in the middle of 1 and 2 and couldn't get the car going. Here's the field going by the front straightaway and into turn 1. And they had to throw the yellow, as I believe there's maybe a bit of mechanical problem with Ben's machine. First yellow flag of our second heat of the night. Now that we got that squared away. Again, welcome everybody into the Buckeye Racing Network. If this is your first time watching, certainly welcome in. Let us know who you're cheering for tonight in the chat. We always enjoy seeing those messages come across the screen. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons so you'll know each and every time we go live right here on the Buckeye Racing Network. Well, we've doubled back up, Tim. Michael Swank, Caleb Durgan. No, I believe now we're going to get a single file restart. Kieran Roundtree, Nick Brundage, and Dakota Osborne, the top 5. How about you get us going here for the restart?
Alrighty, I'll do that. Michael Swank is going to lead them through Volusia turn 3. He can go at any time right now, and he chooses to fire now. Caleb Durgan gets a great launch. The top 2 are in another zip code to the rest of the field, as that would be Kieran Roundtree in 3rd, Nick Brundage. I definitely butchered that.
Uh-oh, we got a car stopped on the inside of the front straightaway that brought out the yellow flag. I think maybe Chris Watkins had an issue.
Yes, that is.
We'll go back.
118 machine.
Oh, actually, we had an issue as we came back to green. My goodness. Chris Watkins. Uh-oh, Ben Jolly was way low and hit the tractor tire that guards that pit lane entrance wall and knocked the left front tire off his machine. And Chris Watkins was right there picking up the pace, had nowhere to go. And actually, you see the front tire there from Ben Jolly, and Watkins' car went straight into the inside wall on the front straightaway and went to a stop. He had no steering in his machine. So we had another caution. That happened right on the restart as we got back going. His car, he just couldn't get it back to the work area. So race control had no choice but to throw the yellow flag there for that. Wow. All right. Top 4 running order. Michael Swank, Caleb Durgan, Kieran Roundtree, and Nick Brundage. It could be Brundage as well. Maybe he's watching or has family watching and can let us know how that's pronounced out there. Pace truck should be peeled off. Watkins and Jolly still in the work area. Michael Swank steps back on the gas. Green flag back in the air. 4 laps to go to settle this one. Look at Roundtree's run, Tim, on the inside of 1 and 2 there.
Yeah, he got a really good run through there. He's going to ship it off into 3. He's going to be right almost on the back end as he lost a lot of ground, it looked like, through 3 and 4.
I'll tell you what.
Durgan to the inside for the lead. He's going to leave the pad, not quite yet.
He does this time into 1, though, Tim. Slides across the nose of Swank. Caleb Durgan, new race leader, but Swank looking to challenge back to the inside as they work through turns 3 and 4. White flag in the air one more time around in No Coast Customs heat race number 2. Roundtree, Brundage, your top 4. Dakota Osborne just on the outside looking in as they work through 3 and 4 for the final time. Caleb Durgan wins heat race number 2. Michael Swank will be second. Kieran Roundtree third. Nick Brundage will be fourth. Dakota Osborne, Anthony Morano, Dean Reynolds, Ben Jolly, and Chris Watkins all on the outside looking in. They'll have to transfer in a little later on tonight. Heat race number 3 is brought to us by Elevated TV. They are also our white flag sponsor here tonight. As we approach the final laps of tonight's race, the white flag and heat race number 3 is proudly brought to you by Elevated TV. Whether you're looking for in-depth driver interviews or full event coverage, Elevated TV takes your viewing experience to the next level. Be sure to tune in for exclusive race content and elevate your race night. Find them on Facebook and YouTube for all the action. Again, Elevated TV, another broadcasting partner here with Reigel Promotions Esports. On the front row of our third heat is going to be Ken Borey and Damian Ward. Row number 2 is going to be Logan Herbert and Dylan Yeager. Row 3 is going to be Tyler Bickford and Taylor Wasson. Row 4, Cody Martin and Greg Capel. And row number 5 is going to be Donovan Werner. Lucky number is 4. Remember, you got to be in the top 4 here tonight. Pace truck peels off. Ken Borey steps on the gas. Green flag is in the air. Kicking off Elevated TV heat race number 3. Going to be side by side. Looks like Damian Ward's going to clear Herbert, but they kind of stack back up getting into turn number 3. The top 4 throw them underneath a blanket, Tim, as they exit 4 for the first time.
That's right. My camera's not working, but here we go. I got it working again. The 611 machine of Logan Herbert all the way to the inside at 3 wide. We've seen a lot of that this past week in iRacing as we were just at Daytona. They're still 3 wide at the line.
What a battle for the top spot here in heat race number 3. Herbert to the lead Second place now is Damian Ward, Ken Borey in third, and he's getting challenged to the inside by Dylan Yeager. He is there on the inside. Got to give him the lane. They're going to be side by side for the third spot. Borey with a little bit of advantage out of 2, but Yeager with a nice run into turn number 3. Dead heat at the start-finish line. 4 laps to go. Behind them, Tyler Bickford, Taylor Wasson, 5th and 6th. They got about a second and a quarter to catch up to these two to even try to get in that top 4. Logan Herbert trying to pull away up to a half-second advantage in that 6:11 machine. Does Borey prevail on the outside? And does. He retains the third spot. Yeager's going to hold on to 4th with a second back to Tyler Bickford in that 07 machine. 2 to go in this one, Tim. Logan Herbert trying to stretch his legs.
Yeah, he is. As Bickford's trying to reel in our 4th place runner of Dylan Yeager and Ken Borey, who is just ahead of Dylan Yeager. They're battling hard. Is also Taylor in the 07 is trying to get around. Also, it looks like the 07, but that is Tyler Bickford. Oh, it's over. I apologize.
I'll tell you, we crossed the checkered flag. Logan Herbert, winner of Heat 3. Damian Ward, Dylan Yeager, Ken Borey transfer here tonight. The other drivers will have to transfer in a little later on. All right, Heat race number 4 going to be brought to you by Sweet Tea Gang. And they're also sponsoring tonight's Victory Lane. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for our 4th heat of the night. Row number 1 is going to be Daniel McLeod and Ryan Conrad. Row 2, Connor New and Landon Newman. Row number 3 is going to be Logan Wentz and Derek Patetti. Row 4, Kyle Hardy and Ethan Humphrey. Row 6 is going to be Ty Dickinson in that 67 machine. As the field begins to roll down the front straightaway. Looks like Derek Patetti not going to make the call here in the 4th heat of the night, so that moves Ty Dickinson up a row into row number 4. Tim, get us going here in heat race 4.
All right. I can certainly bring us to green. I guess I can't see the flag from where I am. But it's going to be green flag as we're all stacked up on the front side. One hard in the wall. I can't tell who that is. That's Ethan Humphrey, who's slow. Oh, we have more contact. Logan Wentz, second to last. He made rough contact. I couldn't tell who. Kyle Hardy is trying to get by Ty Dickinson as Ty Dickinson is trying to pull away from that battle and reel in Connor New, Daniel McLeod, Landon Newman, and Ryan Conrad.
Yeah, our top 4 from the little bit of a mix-up on the green flag has kind of separated himself. Ty Dickinson finds himself 1.8 seconds back of the battle now for the third place position, excuse me. Connor New holds on to it, and Daniel McLeod is trying to get around on the inside. Ryan Conrad in the 121 still leads the way. Landon Newman in the 2nd spot. Now single file for the top 4. They cross the stripe this time. 4 to go. Ty Dickinson that time around lost a little bit of time. He's now even 2 seconds back. So kind of a hard row to hoe for Dickinson in the 67 to try to get up there to challenge for the transfer. He's actually challenged to the inside by Kyle Hardy in the 35 machine. They had a dead heat across the line. Hardy trying to pick up another spot to potentially help his starting position in the B main a little later on. Back up front, still single file for the top 4. Ty Dickinson has now been caught by Hardy and Logan Wentz. Ryan Conrad out of turn number 4, crosses the stripe, white flag in the air. Out of turn number 4, Ryan Conrad takes home heat race number 4's victory. Landon Newman second, Connor New third, Daniel McLeod fourth. Ty Dickinson, Kyle Hardy, Logan Wentz, Ethan Humphrey, and Derek Patetti all on the outside looking in. All right, I believe this is going to be our C main tonight, actually. Is that correct, Tim?
This will be the C main. We're going to be taking, it's showing 3 to the feature. We're going to have 10 laps here, 3 to the feature.
All right, here's the starting lineup for our C main here tonight. Row number 1, Matt Taylor and Tyler Bickford. Row 2, Chance Carr and Taylor Wasson. Row 3, Kaylor Hogan and Greg Capel. Row 4, Jimbo Rooney and Donovan Werner. And row number 5 is going to be Dalton DeWert and Cody Martin. .618 Engraving and Design is our caution sponsor here tonight. As I look down our sponsors list, Fastest Lap sponsor as well, and going to be our B-Main sponsor. That's coming up next. Each caution flag, Fastest Lap, and B-Main tonight. Proudly presented by .618 Engraving and Design. Whether you need custom hats, koozies, or even cutting boards, .618 Engraving and Design delivers precision craftsmanship for any event. Visit them online to see all the incredible custom products they offer. Matt Taylor, Tyler Bickford, row number 1, row 2, Chance Carr and Taylor Wasson. Pace truck's going to peel off this time. It's Matt Taylor in control. Now the green flag is in the air, underway in the C main. 10 laps the distance. Chance Carr trying not to waste any time as he works the inside in that number 2 machine. Remember, he had some issues in his heat. They are 3 wide for the 4th spot. Tim out of turn 4.
Yes, they are. I'm sorry. I was scrolling through the cheat sheet that I was given. And Chance Carr is looking to the inside of our leader. He's going to complete the pass. Not quite, but he does get the lap led as Bickford is all over our 2nd place runner, Matt Taylor.
Yeah, it's kind of a still big stack for our top 5 or 6. Chance Carr's trying to pull away. Then Matt Taylor, Tyler Bickford side by side, and now Greg Capel part of that battle as well. As Capel, great run out of turn 2 down the back chute into 3, as it might be 3 wide out of turn 4, not quite. They thought about it for a second there. Capel definitely challenging to get in the top 3. Tyler Bickford trying to hold on for dear life on the inside of the racetrack. Now gets cleared by Capel, and Bickford is on the outside looking in. Capel now trying to run underneath the Matt Taylor. 5 to go, already at half distance in the C main.
Yeah, Bickford lost a lot of momentum trying to sneak to the inside of Matt Taylor, as you're going to have Greg Keppel look to do the same as Bickford, but Bickford did not get the pass complete, just as Greg Keppel sneaks right in front of Matt Taylor's nose, gets away with it. A lot of times you see net code play a factor. Not in that case.
I'll tell you what, Capel into 2nd place trying to get away. Matt Taylor now on the hot seat, and he has a host of drivers behind him, Tim. Look at that. My goodness, there's contact. Dalton DeWert. And the yellow flag is out. My goodness, there is a huge crash on the front straightaway. We're going to get the replay up for you right now. Taylor Wasson, I believe, is the driver who made contact with Dalton DeWert out of turn 4 that we've seen live. Yep, we'll slow it down. There's that contact that we've seen out of turn 4. And as we pick back up the pace, it looks like Wasson's car was not turning, and no, he stops right on the front straightaway. Here comes Jimbo Rooney in the 27. Heavy contact to Wasson's machine. And Kaylor Hogan also was a part of that one, so 3 cars collected on the front straightaway. Here, Wasson lost all control, and Jimbo Rooney was throttled up and had nowhere else to go. Made contact with it. Chance Carr, Greg Capel, and Matt Taylor. Your top 3, those would be the transfers if the checkered flag was to wave right now. Tyler Bickford, Donovan Werner, Dalton DeWert, Kaylor Hogan, Cody Martin, and Jimbo Rooney, as well as Taylor Wasson on the outside looking in. I believe we got a little bit of time here. They're trying to let Taylor Wasson get repaired and get back out there to finish out the C main. Appreciate each and every one of you tuning in tonight for the opening event of the Reigel Promotions Esports Modified Series here at the Barberville Vash. Let's see if we get the 1 to go signal this time, as now Wasson has rejoined. Yet, actually, no, we're going to go green this time. We're back underway. Chance Carr crosses the stripe. Now 2 laps to go in our C main. We got a battle for the 4th spot. Tyler Bickford, Donovan Werner side by side here into turn number 3. Werner with a big time move and makes contact with Matt Taylor. Tyler Bickford gets tangled together, and Matt Taylor, unfortunately the biggest loser of that move, as Dalton DeWert squeaks into the 3rd and final transfer spot. White flag already out. Chance Carr working through 3 and 4. This is the battle for the transfer spot. DeWert has it. Werner looking to capture it. They're going to be side by side out of turn 4. Dalton DeWert holds on to it at the line by the closest of margins. There, 0.03 of a second. Chance Carr, Greg Capel, Dalton DeWert move on tonight. Wow, what a finish to the C main, folks. Again, 618 Engraving and Design, our sponsor for our B main here tonight. This is the starting lineup. Row number 1 is going to be Dakota Osborne and Ty Dickinson. Row number 2 is going to be Anthony Morano and Kyle Hardy. Row 3 will be Dean Reynolds and Logan Wentz. Row 4 will be Ben Jolly and Ethan Humphrey. Row 5 is going to be Chris Watkins and Derek Patetti. Well, I'll tell you what, Tim, very unfortunate there for Matt Taylor with that contact being made, and knocked him out of the top 3, and Dalton DeWert making it in, and he had to fend off the charge from Werner there at the end of that one. How about you get us going here for our 618 Engraving and Design B main?
Alrighty, Dakota Osborne's going to lead that 079 machine. He's just going to fire immediately as he gets to the center of the turn. They roar down into turn 1. That 022, or the, is that, I can't tell.
079.
Who's in 32? Is that
Morano.
Dickinson? Morano is on the inside line. I apologize, folks. I don't have a score bug. As he hits the inside wall, he shoots up the track just a little bit. That Dean Reynolds machine is to the inside. He is in the
Uh-oh, contact, more contact.
Keep it straight. They didn't keep
Ben
it
Jolly.
straight.
Unfortunate for him, he had the issues there in his heat, and now more issues here in the B main. Back up to the top 3. Go ahead, Tim.
Yeah, these guys are battling hard, and we have another one spun in 3. Kyle Hardy, and I couldn't tell who was on the outside of them, but going into 3, they made huge contact.
I believe it was
Wentz, Logan Wentz in the 018.
Yeah, they were 3 wide getting into turn 3, and Wentz got kind of shoved into the outside wall. You see his car get sideways here and turned around completely backwards on the racetrack. I don't think anybody else made contact. No, they didn't, thankfully, there. So Logan Wentz will be able to continue here. No issues. As we go back to live here from the replay. Top 3 currently, Dakota Osborne, Ty Dickinson, Dean Reynolds. Those would be the transferees onto our main event here tonight, where the money gets paid out. Anthony Morano, Kyle Hardy, Chris Watkins, the first 3 out as of right now. Still got some time, though once we get back green, 7 laps to go. Well, I'll tell you, Tim, we have had an action-packed night so far through just our heat races up to this point.
Yeah, it's what a fantastic night of racing. I say that every broadcast, I feel like, but this is it's true. You know, I enjoy watching these races, getting to call them for the folks at home, getting to bring the coverage to you guys. It's an honor.
It absolutely is, as we are back to green here in our B main. Look at Dean Reynolds on the inside trying to make a move down low on the restart. Not able to do anything there in 1 and 2, but good run down the back straightaway. He evens himself with Ty Dickinson into turn number 3. Dean Reynolds got to play a little bit of defense as Morano in the 32 machine is hungry for the top 3. He is right there, ready to pounce if Reynolds or Dickinson makes a mistake. Might be 3 wide for the lead here in a couple of moments, I think.
Yeah, the track gets, I've noticed throughout the night, it's just getting, they're going higher and higher as that, almost. Man, I'm pumped.
You are
I apologize. But they're moving up the track, and Dean Reynolds is looking to take over that second place position. They're kind of 3 wide for first for a moment here, and Anthony Morano is just looking to, maybe he's plotting his way through it. We got a car low in 3, slow car 3, as he tags at the end of the package. They're 3 wide for the lead now for sure.
Absolutely, what a fantastic battle here with a lap and a half to go in our B main. Dakota Osborne holds on to the top spot, but you got Dean Reynolds, Ty Dickinson, Anthony Morano, all hungry, white flag in the air. Reynolds looking down low, Dickinson shooting the gap in the middle, 3 wide again, but Osborne with a good run on the outside with the advantage into turn 3. Let's see what happens out of turn 4. Dean Reynolds with a good run on the bottom to the line. Dakota Osborne holds on, Dean Reynolds second, Ty Dickinson holds on for a third to transfer into the main. Anthony Morano, Kyle Hardy, Chris Watkins, Ben Jolly, Logan Wentz, Ethan Humphrey, Derek Patetti's nights will be over. But I'll tell you what a fantastic finish to our 618 Engraving and Design B main. Congratulations to the top 3 there. Dakota Osborne winning. Absolute fantastic stuff. Our warm-ups. Go ahead.
You can see why that almost happened. This whole night's got me pumped, dude.
Absolutely. drivers taking to the racetrack for our warm-up session here tonight. That's brought to you by Night Owl Racing League. Get ready to roll with the Night Owl Racing League, our warm-up session sponsor for 2025. The Night Owl Racing League brings together some of the most passionate sim racers for thrilling competition and unforgettable races. Join the Night Owl Racing League today by visiting them on Facebook or joining their Discord to be part of the action. As we see the best lap times populating on the left-hand side of the screen, drivers getting in their final practice laps and tweaking on their driving styles and any adjustments that they can make to these race cars here before getting the green flag for our big show. Money on the line tonight, and it's time to pay it out. $175 goes to the race winner tonight. Second place is going to take home $100. Third place is going to take home $80 here tonight. Well, folks, while these drivers are running some warm-up laps before we kick off our feature event, we are going to step aside and get a word from our sponsors over at Premier Racing Setups. We'll be right back. All right, everybody, welcome back into the Buckeye Racing Network again. Don't forget to use that code Buckeye15 for 15% off a setup pack. Try Premier Racing Setups today. All right, let's take a look at the starting lineup for our main event here tonight. Trey Mills, Caleb Durgan, row 1. Logan Herbert, Ryan Conrad will be in row 2. Drew Walton and Michael Swank, row 3. Damian Ward, Landon Newman, row 4. Bryce Dickinson and Kieran Roundtree, row 5. Row 6 is going to be Dylan Yeager and Connor New. Row 7 is going to be Gavin Chatham and Nick Brundage. Row 8, Ken Borey and Daniel McLeod. Row number 9 will be Chance Carr and Dakota Osborne. Row 10 will be Greg Capel and Dean Reynolds. Row 11 is going to be Dalton DeWert and Ty Dickinson. That's the full field here tonight.
Well, Bentley, I'm going to beat you to it tonight. Who is going to be your driver to watch?
Man, there's a lot of good drivers in this field. it's hard to put my finger on one. I'll tell you what, starting towards the back in the number 2 machine, Chance Carr shown a lot of speed. Had some unfortunate events in his heat race. Ran a good C main. Locked himself into the feature here tonight, starting deep in the field in that number 2. But that's my driver I've got my eye on. How about you?
I'm going to keep my eye to the driver that will be starting P number 2 and that 17 machine all the way at the top in row number 1 as we're doing a 4-wide salute. Caleb Durgan.
All right, folks, we gave our drivers to watch. Let us know out there in the chat your drivers to watch here tonight. Victory Fuel 4-wide salute time. Victory Fuel is proud to present the 4-wide salute at every Reigel Promotions esports event. Formulated to help you stay hydrated and energized, Victory Fuel is packed with vitamins, low in sugar, and caffeine-free. Perfect for keeping you sharp and ready for race night. Use the code RPE-sports-victory to save 10% at checkout. Visit Victory Fuel online to place your order today. One of the best sights in all of motorsports. The 4-wide salute before we kick off our main event here tonight. Tim, we have got 75 big laps. That's a long time.
Oh, yeah, it is.
We got Damian, Ward Durgan, Brundage, all in the chat for drivers to watch. I like all the drivers. You know, anybody's got a shot, really. 75 laps is a long time. But if you're Trey Mills and Caleb Durgan, you don't have to worry about passing too many drivers. If you stay up front, you might be there at the end. Again, folks, everybody at home, don't forget to follow Reigel Promotions Esports. You can stay connected with Reigel Promotions Esports to never miss an update or upcoming event and broadcast. The website is www.regelpromotions.com. Facebook, you can search Reigel Promotions Esports. All right, I believe we're going to go green flag racing. Timing and scoring will update on the left-hand side of the screen once we get the green flag. We're not truly on lap 4 just yet. Trey Mills hits the gas. We are ready to rock and roll from Volusia for the Barberville Bash. 75 laps. We're green.
Trey Mills is off to a decent-sized lead as everyone ships it through 3 and 4. Now down into 1 and 2. So top 3, 4 cars are now all single file. Make that 5. That would be Trey Mills, Caleb Durgan, Logan Herbert, Ryan Conrad, and Mitchell Swing. Now we also have Landon Newman is in a battle with Drew Alton and Damian Ward.
Absolutely. We're kind of, like you said, we're starting to single file out in the top, I don't know, almost 10 or so, and then we're finally side by side now 3 wide for the 9th spot. I believe we got Bryce Dickinson, Kieran Roundtree, and Dylan Yeager. 3 wide, looking right inside the top 10. Oh, there's contact. Dickinson to the outside wall. He makes contact with Roundtree. Both cars hard into the outside retaining wall here, and Dickinson is still up on the retaining wall now, able to get the car down off of there. But what a crazy accident to bring out our 618 engraving and design yellow flag. Let's go back and take a look at the replay here. See, there was a 3 wide. We were watching it live. There's the contact. There was 2 separate contacts. Dickinson when he was racing, and then Roundtree when he was racing the other car, and then they came together trying to gather their race cars in, and Dickinson went for the worst ride as he was on the on his side. at one point and then was on top of Roundtree's car. Both cars jumped over that Armco barrier. Luckily, the tow truck didn't have to get called for either machine, as they were both able to work down from that barrier on their own power. As we're already double filing back up for our restart here. Tim, get us going.
Alrighty, Trey Mills ready to fire. Hello?
You're still here?
Alright, Trey Mills going. I don't know why, but my Discord made a weird noise, so I thought I'd disconnect. But Caleb looking to take over that top position as top four are single file, all running the high line as Caleb peeks to the inside, chooses not to attempt to make the passes. It looks like they're just trying to settle in and save the tires. But the further back we go, the first battle that I see is Drew Alton and Landon Newman. Connor New and Dylan Yeager all in that P8 and P7 position.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the closest battle. I think there's some big battling going on further back. This is about the 17th, 18th, 19th spot. You got Dakota Osborne, Ty Dickinson, Chance Carr. They were three wide. Uh-oh. Big trouble right in front of the action we were looking at. Dean Reynolds has turned around backwards in the 79. There's the yellow flag being displayed. We're going to have to go back and dissect this one a bit, as it happened in front of where we were watching on the racetrack. Let's go back and see. Keep an eye on Dean Reynolds in the 79 machine. We're working down the back straightaway, getting into turn number 3. Took a peek to the inside of Chatham in the 99. They made contact. Dean Reynolds went for a slide. The 916, the 07 making some contact with Dean. The 56 machine, pretty significant contact to Dean. There's so at least 4 cars with some damage in this one. I don't think there's any catastrophic damage to any of the machines. I think everybody will be able to maybe stop for a quick visit into the work area just to have the cars checked out, and they will be able to rejoin. And I'll tell you, Tim, when the yellow flag was displayed as we were checking on the battles through the field, Caleb Durgan was able to get around Trey Mills, so he is now in the top spot. Trey Mills second, Logan Herbert in the third spot still. Ryan Conrad 4th, Michael Swank 5th, Damian Ward 6th, Drew Alton 7th, Connor New 8th, Landon Newman 9th, and Dylan Yeager rounds out the top 10. Field goes 2 by 2. There's still a long way to go in this one, as we only have 9 laps complete of the 75. All the cars still running. Caleb Durgan now in control on this restart. Pace truck peels off. We are back to green flag racing. Durgan with a fantastic jump on the restart, but don't look now. Logan Herbert looking to challenge him in the inside into turn 1 and 2. They're 3 wide for the third spot. Trey Mills is trying to fend off Ryan Conrad and Michael Swank behind him, as he's able to do so. Top 3 single file, and the battle is on for the 4th spot. Ryan Conrad, Drew Alton, Michael Swank, all right there, potentially 3 wide though. They're going to settle down into turn 3 here. Now Drew Alton, Michael Swank side by side. Trey Mills looking to the inside of Logan Herbert. As now they are all single file. The first side-by-side battle is going to be Damian Ward, Landon Newman, the 31 and 32 machines. Landon Newman on the inside, Damian Ward on the outside in that orange 32. And then it's side-by-side with Connor New and Dylan Yeager. That's 9th and 10th. Gavin Chatham and Nick Brundage, 11th and 12th side-by-side. Greg Capel, Dylan DeWert, 13th and 14th. Those drivers up 6 and 7 places, respectively. Ty Dickinson in the 67 machine, he's up 7 spots as well. Way to go, Ty.
Oh, we have contact for the lead. Not a whole lot. That allows Trey Mills in that 14 machine to close the gap a whole lot, as Logan Herbert tried to get to the inside of our leader, Caleb Durgan. As Durgan slides up out of 4, he retains on the lead. Trey Mills looks to the inside of that 611 machine of Logan Herbert. Sorry, I think I said the wrong name. But Trey Mills is now fending off that 21 machine of Brian Conrad. Drew Alton is in the 5th place position. He is looking to improve.
Yeah, absolutely. And you got Michael Swank, Damian Ward, 6th and 7th. First side-by-side battles back there with Dylan DeWert. Ty Dickinson's a part of that, as well as Greg Capel in the 38. Dickinson looking to make a move, maybe shoot the gap in the middle. And again, this is 13th, 14th, and 15th on the racetrack. As that battle's going to continue to rage on, Dickinson's going to complete the pass and move into position 14, move DeWert back to 15th. Still single file for the top 5. They've pulled away from the 6th place runner, Michael Swank, as Damian Ward's going to take a peek to the inside. Trey Mills thought about making a move as well up there and to try to get 2nd place back, but wasn't able to do anything through 1 and 2. As we've kind of single filed out, Ty Dickinson and Dylan DeWert back side by side for the 14th position. Ty Dickinson holds on for now once again. There's Trey Mills again. He's been looking down on the inside, Tim, the past couple laps, seeing what's down there.
Yeah, I noticed he's been going to the inside line in 3 and 4. He may have found something. Just maybe not quite enough slicked off on the top for it to really show its face as of right now, but we have 50 laps to go at the line here. Plenty of time for this track to get all torn down.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, our top 4, like you said, top 5 really has been kind of minding their own business, running along nose to tail, maybe saving their equipment, that there's still quite a ways to go in this one. 6th through 10th, you got Michael Swank, Damian Ward, Landon Newman, Connor New, and Dylan Yeager, who's kind of running alone, got plenty of room in front of and behind him, and then a little bit of a gap back to Nick Brundage, Gavin Chatham, Greg Capel there, Ty Dickinson, Dalton DeWert, and Bryce Dickinson in the 16th spot. He's caught up to this group and is challenging. Then you got Kieran Roundtree, 17th, Ken Borey, 18th, Chance Carr in the 19th spot. Chance taking a peek underneath Ken Borey to try to move into the 18th spot.
As you were working through the field, we have contact for the lead again. That 611 machine of Logan Herbert letting Caleb Durgan know that he's there, as Caleb kind of misses the entry of turn 1. He now shoots to the inside. He collects the wall. I don't know if there's any damage on that 17 machine now. He's got to settle in here and look to log some laps as he's now trying to complete the pass for second on Trey Mills. He does. Trey Mills goes back to the inside. As they make contact.
Oh, how are they saving it?
Wow. Oh my goodness.
They all but wrecked right there, Tim. Durgan, Alton, Conrad, and Mills all but crashed. But I tell you what, that's allowed Herbert and Mills to pull away. Now Durgan, Alton, Conrad, and now Damian Ward is caught up to those three. He's going to take a peek to the inside of Conrad into turns 3 and 4 this time. Yellow flag. That's going to change a lot of stuff. The field was really spaced out there. Now we're going to bunch everything back up.
Looks like the 82 machine of Dalton DeWert, possibly.
Yeah, we're going back and looking at the replay now. See what happened to Dalton. Oh, Gavin Chatham, Ty Dickinson got together. And Dickinson went up the racetrack a little bit and into DeWert in the 82, and he brought that car to a stop, it looks like. The outside of turn number 2, and just barely got the car back going there, and that was enough to bring out the yellow flag. Logan Herbert, Trey Mills, Caleb Durgan, Drew Alton, and Ryan Conrad, the top 5. As we double file back up for our restart. Quick update on our biggest mover, our hard charger of the night. As of now, Ty Dickinson in that 67 machine, plus 8 from his starting spot into 14th. We'll monitor that as the race goes on. We still have the better part of 43 or so laps to go before we crown a champion here tonight. Pace truck is off. We are back to green flag racing. Durgan trying to get back to second spot, sliding up the racetrack. Tried to maybe get in front of Trey Mills. Wasn't able to do so there. Going to try it again in 3 and 4 potentially. Mills holds off that charge. And then you got Drew Alton looking to the inside of Durgan now. 3 wide just behind them. Damian Ward, Ryan Conrad, Connor New. 3 wide.
You gotta almost wonder if there is damage on that 17 machine. He looks like he's kind of struggling to get that 17 machine to turn in on corner entry.
Uh-oh. Contact. Drew Alton got sideways there right in front of Connor New. Connor New probably had to jump on the brakes a little bit. Alton was able to gather it back up and continue on. What a save there from Drew Alton.
Let me get an onboard. Let's get an onboard of Connor New here. The 10 machine.
All right, let's ride on board with Connor New. We're on board now as he works out of turn 4 down the front straightaway. You see just the driver's perspective here at Volusia. See really hard on the throttle down the front straightaways. Gets down into turn 3. Really off the throttle, just light application. And then slowly picking it up as he exits the corner and down the front straightaway, and you see just how dark the racing surface is. Now through 1 and 2, and in through 3 and 4 as he continues to work the lower part of the racetrack, trying to get underneath that 100 machine of Drew Walton. You know, as we pick back up to the TV cams, everything's kind of calm for the top 7, and then we were 3 wide for a moment. Uh-oh, there's heavy contact. The 31 machine of Landon Newman in the outside wall. Ty Dickinson in the 67 involved. The 27 there as well of Michael Swank. 3 cars, pretty significant contact and damage into turn number 1 that time. Let's go back and take a look at this one. Oh my, look at the squeeze there out of turn 4. Landon Newman and Michael Swank got together down the front straightaway. Swank went up on the concrete, came back down. Newman got spun sideways. His nose got popped up in the air. Swank was pushing him down the front straightaway. Here comes Ty Dickinson. Nowhere to go. Following closely behind the 84 machine, and probably didn't even see the other 2 until he made the contact as he was trying to enter turn 1. And he went for a spin and backed it into the Armco barrier on the outside retaining wall there. We'll see if those 3 drivers will be able to rejoin the field here, but pretty heavy contact for those 3. Ty Dickinson in for his service. Michael Swank also was in and out. Ty Dickinson in and out. Those 2 are rejoining. They will be 21st and 22nd respectively.
I didn't get a chance to say this while we were on board. I was just more enjoying the view of the driver's perspective. But it's crazy to me that they spend more time turning right than they do left.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, on these dirt racetracks and cars like this, any of the dirt cars really, that is true. Most of the time you spend more time turning right than you do left. Just the way these cars are and the setups and the way that they drive. Pace truck peels off. Logan Herbert gets back to it. We're back underway. Lap 42 complete, working 43 on the restart. Uh-oh, we have some beating and banging going on. As we got the restart, I heard it from the camera mic. Let's go see what happened back here. I think this happened before we even got the green, so keep an eye on the 079, the 67 once again. Once we got back going, it must have been in like an accordion effect. Here out of turn 4, we slowed things way down. Uh-oh, Dalton DeWert hit that pit lane entry wall with the tires. The 079, the 67, the 56, all pretty significant contact there. The 82 losing a wheel, actually. Ty Dickinson hard into the outside wall once again. There, so a little bit of calamity on the restart. That should push things to a single file when this go around. Daniel McLeod, Dalton DeWert, both at the attention of their crews in the work area. As we work our 6:18 engraving and design 5th caution period of the evening. And the field's going to go single file. Top 5, Logan Herbert, Trey Mills, Caleb Durgan, Damian Ward, Ryan Conrad. Tim, you want to get us started here for our restart?
I would love to. That 611 machine, single file, leads the rest of this group all the way through 3 and 4. He fires, gets a great launch. Everyone off into turn 1. No shakeups in the top 5. Our first little battle will be for the 6th place position. Drew Walton and Dylan Yeager looks to the inside as Connor New is looking to the outside of Dylan Yeager. And Chance Carr, I believe that's your pick, he's looking to take over that spot. And Dylan Yeager pulled a huge slider that allowed Drew Walton to get right back to the inside and get his spot back, as we have trouble for Trey Mills. He got up into the wall, shuffled out of there. That 32 machine is blinking right in front of him as the 21 is looking to the inside of Trey Mills. That's Ryan Conrad trying to complete the pass. Our new second place runner is Caleb Durgan. He's looking to chase down our leader in the 611 machine of Logan Herbert, as they are all over each other trying to scratch and claw their way up to get the best finish they can.
Absolutely. Mills takes a peek out of 4. Nothing doing that time. Goes back in line. Drew Alton, Dylan Yeager. Yeager looking underneath Alton out of turn 2 with a good run on the bottom. Is he going to try to slide up the hill? No. Alton works back around through 3 and 4 and on the exit down the front straightaway. Chance Carr there in the 8th spot. He's now +9 tonight. Biggest mover now currently is Chance Carr in the 2 machine. Alton and Yeager now side by side into 3 once again. Also have a battle for the 4th spot. Now they're single file just ahead. Now they're single file here as well. Bryce Dickinson and Nick Brundage battling for the top 10. Dickinson has a spot currently. Brundage trying to take it over. That battle settles down for just a moment. Dickinson holds on. Back up front. It is just amazing at how tight these top 5 run. And uh-oh! Drew Walton goes for a spin on the outside. Oh, get around. Wow, that was close. One car just squeezed by on the outside and didn't make any contact. Not sure if that was a self-spin or not. We're going to take a look back at Drew and see exactly what happened through 3 and 4 there. Was there any contact with himself in the 48? We're going to slow things down. Yep, there's the contact between himself and the 48. That was enough to send his car right around. There he locks it down and waits for the field, and everybody works by. No harm, no foul there for Drew Walton. The only thing is now he's going to have to rejoin the pack at the tail. He's going to actually visit the work area as well. Six caution period already. Reigel Promotions Esports merchandise has arrived. You can gear up for their 2025 season in style. They got stylish tees, cozy hoodies, must-have posters. Don't wait, grab yours today. You can shop at www.regelpromotions.com/shop. We are going to go 2 by 2 by 2 once again for the restart. We've got 24 to go in this one. Logan Herbert steps on the gas. We are back underway in the Barberville Damian Ward looking to the inside, into turn 3, all the way to the lead, going to slide up the hill across the nose of Herbert. Herbert with the crossover move down the front straightaway there, 4 wide, and we got a car sideways. Trey Mills, hard contact. He collects the 1 of Roundtree, I believe, as well, and kind of chaos into turn 1. The whole field has to kind of split to go around that. I'm unsure of what exactly started that. I think there was something. Yeah, I've seen there was something happening out back. Landon Newman actually made heavy contact with the pit wall. Dakota Osborne got collected in that as well. That was pretty heavy contact. There was the first incident. And then we also had Caleb Durgan, Ken Borey involved in an incident up ahead. This was a secondary incident that happened pretty much simultaneously. There's Trey Mills going sideways, Durgan riding the outside wall down the front straightaway. About this time, the caution flag was displayed. Here comes the 1 machine of Roundtree. Durgan turns off the wall, collects him. Borey gets turned from behind. Gavin Chatham makes contact with the 1 of Roundtree. So 2 separate incidences bring out this latest caution flag, as Durgan is missing the left front wheel. Significant damage to his car. That is going to shake up the top half dozen or so spots, as Landon Newman, Dakota Osborne spending some lengthy time in the work area currently.
Yeah, this is going to bring some newcomers up into the top 5, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so. Logan Herbert retains the lead. Then Damian Ward having a fantastic run into the second spot. Dylan Yeager third in that 48 machine. And then Ryan Conrad 4th. Trey Mills back to the 5th position. And then Chance Carr into the 6th spot, plus 11 on the night. Then Connor New 7th, Bryce Dickinson 8th, Nick Brundage 9th, and Greg Capel in the 10th spot, plus 9 himself. Pace truck peels away. Logan Herbert gets us back going for the restart. Damian Ward going to try to challenge Logan Herbert for the lead. Dylan Yeager into position 3, and then Conrad in 4th. Mills 5th. Chance Carr taking a peek to the inside of Mills for that 5th spot. A little further back, Bryce Dickinson and Nick Brundage side by side for the 8th position. Brundage moving forward puts Bryce Dickinson, that is, back to position 9.
The top 2 playing chess with each other, thinking 3 moves ahead as they're swapping lanes back and forth as the 611 slides up close to the run on Damian Ward. That allows Dylan Yeager to peek his nose to the inside for that 2nd place position. And Logan Herbert is kind of using the slider line for 3-4, as he's also, well, not really for 1 and 2s, keeping it wrapping around that wall, the inside wall that is, on turn 1 and 2, as that 32 machine shot out of a cannon. He's all the way to the outside. He completes the pass. He leads the lap.
Absolutely. Damian Ward to the top spot. Dylan Yeager, he's going to be battling Logan Herbert for the 2nd position. Herbert battling back hard on the inside. He's going to try to slide up the racetrack, but Damian Ward, too strong, leads this lap. Yeager squeaks by Herbert for the 2nd spot at the line. Let's see what happens. Yeager on the inside. Does that move work? Not quite here.
Tell you what, look at who's sneaking into this battle. Your Vic is sneaking into this battle. Chance Carr, not Connor. I apologize.
Absolutely, he is there, and he's actually catching Ryan Conrad for the 4th position. So, what a job, Chance Carr, moving forward still. There's still time in this one. Damian Ward, and then Logan Herbert, Dylan Yeager, Ryan Conrad, Chance Carr, and then back to the 6th spot, Connor New. Then it's Trey Mills into position 7. .63 laps complete. 12 to go in this one. Logan Herbert wants to get back to the top spot as quickly as possible. Chance Carr completed the pass for a minute on Ryan Conrad. Let's see what happens out of turn 4. Conrad with a good run down the front straightaway evens himself into turn 1 this time. Chance Carr, great run off of the bottom of turn 2. Conrad with the momentum into turn 3. Dylan Yeager took a peek to the inside of Logan Herbert, wasn't able to do anything with it that time into turn 1. Everybody chasing that 132 machine of Damian Ward. Single digits to go now, Tim. 9 laps to go.
Oh, man, can we add more laps to this race?
It has been a good fight throughout. I'll tell you what, Damian Ward's starting to pull a little bit of an advantage to everybody else. Just ever so slightly, not a lot, but Logan Herbert's having to contend with Dylan Yeager and play defense. He can't really go back on offense because Yeager's looking to his inside.
Damian Ward has the track figured out. He's as you said, he's pulling away. And
big contact! And
oh my God.
Dylan Yeager into the race lead. Logan Herbert back into position 2, and then it's 3 wide. Chance Carr, Damian Ward, Ryan Conrad. Ward up on the outside. Conrad was in the middle. Chance Carr working the bottom, and Chance Carr now into the top 3 in this one.
Damian Ward, if you are watching, I am so sorry for the curse. It just struck out of nowhere.
Oh no, not the commentator's curse. We're going to have to hear from that one, Tim. And yeah. Dylan Yeager, the winner of the whole thing there, because he is up to a 2nd advantage over Logan Herbert. With 4 laps remaining in the Barberville Bash.
Also, Chance Carr moved up 2 spots. He's looking to take over the 2nd position as he's running 3rd right now. He's still running that bottom. He gets a great launch out of 1 and 2. He's probably the best driver for 1 and 2 in my opinion.
Yeah, he works that inside and gets a great run off of the bottom down the back straightaway. Logan Herbert still trying to fend off Carr on the inside. 2 to go at the stripe. And Dylan Yeager is stepping away. 1 3/4 second advantage. Back to 2nd and 3rd as we're watching it. White flag in the air, though, for Dylan Yeager. Up 10 spots, and to battle his way all feature long as he works down the back straightaway for the final time and into turns 3 and 4. Dylan Yeager is going to bring home the checkered flag and the $175 to win here at Volusia. Congratulations. Wow. Logan Herbert holds on for 2nd, and Damian Ward came back to take away the 3rd spot from Chance Carr, puts him on the podium, and Chance Carr will finish 4th, and he will be our hard charger of the night, plus 13 positions from his starting spot. Fantastic stuff there to finish this thing out, but it didn't come with a little bit of mishap and controversy as we thought Damian Ward had it all but one. But he made contact with the outside wall down the back straightaway. As our top 3 stop on the front straightaway, here we are going to get our interviews started tonight. We're going to talk to our top 3 and our hard charger whenever they are available. But until I see them, as we have one available now, and I see our winner is ready. I see second place is there as well. Tim, what a fantastic way to kick off a brand new season here with this modified division.
Hey, you're telling me what? I mean, you're telling me that was an awesome night, dude. Awesome night. You couldn't get any better than that.
Yeah, absolutely awesome night. And, we're going to get to talk to our drivers here, our top three. We're going to start things off with our third place finisher here tonight, Damian Ward. Hey, Damian, it's Tyler and Tim up in the booth. Do you got a copy?
Good morning. Yes, I do.
I'll tell you what, man. Tim and I watching all of that action all feature long, and you had to work your way. You started at the tail end of the top 10 there, 7th, 8th place, and stayed there and slowly, methodically worked your way up forward through the cautions. Used the outside lane to your advantage to get around Herbert, who was so strong for the first half of this feature, and thought you had it all sewed up there with about until 6 laps or 7 laps to go. You made the contact with the outside wall, had to gather the car back in, and still managed to come away with a top 3. So a lot of ups and downs for you, man. Just tell us about it.
Yeah, Caleb had the set dialed in tonight. He always does. We were ripping. I didn't have the greatest qualifying, not the greatest heat race, but you know what? That doesn't make feature winners. I bid my time the best that I could, and about lap 30, I decided to finally get going. Fortunately, I had to move Michael Swank out of the way, but it wasn't even intentional. This track was so one lane for most of the race, that slider line to the top. It was very difficult to pass because everybody had just momentum out the end. We finally started just picking them off one by one. I finally learned how to save tires, and we made our move. And I found on the restart that the bottom was there, but it wasn't there in 3 and 4. And I knew that once I pulled up and passed Logan Herbert on that restart, he was going to know that the bottom was in 1 and 2 if he could hit it right on the start. And he kept running it, thinking that it was in. No mirrors on everything. That saved me tonight. I was able to slip by him on the top, and 68 laps of just running, and unfortunately the doggo distracted me wherever she went. And I told her to get down, and I smacked the wall, and that was it. Things happen. We definitely had a hot rod, and I can't thank Caleb Durgan enough. Kid was on the wrenches. Unfortunately, his race didn't go the way he wanted it to. But top 3, I'll take it, and it won't be the end of me.
Absolutely. You had a fantastic run here tonight. And not only that, finishing third place, looks like you take home $80 tonight. That's got to feel pretty good.
Yeah. It's always nice when people bring money races to the big block community, because the big blocks do put on such great races at the right tracks and the right weather combinations. And Volusia normally puts on a beautiful race, no matter if it's slick or not. Lots of talent showed up tonight, and I hope to see more of this. $80 would be nice to bring home.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, Damian. Fantastic field and a great run for you. Tim, do you have anything for him?
Yeah, I don't have a question. I just got to say I am so sorry. With everything that you said that happened on your end, just as much blame goes to the broadcast booth, and all fingers are pointed at me. I had just got done finished.
The announcer's curse, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Golly. All right. I ain't mad at you about it.
Just got done finished saying that you have this place figured out as you were running away from them, and it struck.
Yeah. I love Volusia. Volusia's a great track. I was hoping to make the trip down to watch the big blocks there this year. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to, but God, I definitely, I was on rails. Don't take the blame for it. That was 100% my fault.
I'll tell you what, though, Damon, a fantastic run for you here tonight. Before we let you go, anybody you need to thank for this effort?
Definitely, there's a lot of people that go into this. I got to thank Caleb Durgan, Durgy Dig Performance, Kenny Cudney. I got to thank Dab Towing. I got to look at the car. I forgot how many people were on there. Yeah, Dab Towing, BNC Motorsports, BMix Speed, MO Speed Supply, Field Car Motorsports, my mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, aunts, uncles, brothers, my girlfriend, everybody for watching. Hopefully they were out there in the chat keeping you guys entertained. And yeah, I thank you guys for putting up the race and Reigel Promotions for doing this for us. It means a lot to the Big Block community.
Absolutely. Thanks for the kind words, Damien. Well, with all that, we'll let you celebrate your third place finish here tonight.
Thank you. You guys have a great night.
You as well, sir. All right, that was our third place finisher here tonight, Damien Ward. Now we're going to move on, and we're actually going to pull up our hard charger here tonight. We're going to get a word in with him. That's going to be Chance Carr in the 2 machine. Hey, Chance, it's Tyler and Tim up in the booth. Do you got a copy?
I got you.
All right, tonight's hard charger plus 13 from your starting spot. I just want to put this out there. Tim and I always talk about drivers to watch before we kick off the feature. Each and every night we do a show, and you were my pick tonight as a driver to watch, and you proved me right, probably for the first time in quite a while. Moving forward, nice and steady. No, we had some cautions, but you kept that thing. It looked like the bottom worked really well for you, especially out of turn 2 and down the back straightaway. You had such good runs back there and was able to pick off quite a few cars coming off of the bottom of turn number 2. What's it like starting at the back in one of these big block races and just trying to move forward as best you can?
Yeah, I knew we had a car that could do it. That first, third, 25 laps of the race, I just wanted to save the tires, keep the car under me, keep it clean. The only way you can finish first, you got to finish. So I just tried to stay on the bottom and go where all the cars aren't. Kind of just keep my nose clean. I knew we'd be there at the end. I just had to be smart about it.
Yeah, absolutely, and you sure was. The car's clean. Didn't look like you were involved in any of the mix-up here tonight, so awesome job for you. Tim, do you have anything? Tim, do you got a copy?
Yeah, I do. I apologize. I pressed the wrong button on my keyboard. But Logan, or who is this? I'm sorry.
Chance, our hard charger.
Chance. That's right. Halfway through the race, I should have switched my pick to you to match Bentley. You were getting such a great run through 1 and 2. What was, in fact, I think, my personal opinion, you were the best driver through 1 and 2. You had such a good run. What was the key through that turn?
Yeah, I just had to. First thing was keep the left front off the inside Jersey barrier. But I should have had second there, but I got it there on the white flag lap. But that was the biggest thing, and I knew everyone was kind of running that slider line. So the only way I'd be able to pass cars is choose a different lane, and I knew there was moisture down there on the bottom. So I was just trying to get that momentum coming off of 2 and get that run into 3 and just try to inch my way forward the best I could. I knew I couldn't get every car at a time. I just had to try to pick them off one by one and get an inch at a time.
Yeah, absolutely. You did a fantastic job of that tonight. Chance, before we let you go, who do you need to thank for tonight's efforts?
First of all, I thank Andrew for putting on the series, putting on the race, you guys for streaming, and then as far as the race car, I think Jesse Anderkin Racing, Volusia Speed Shop, Burkhart Motorsports, Ham Designs, just everyone for watching and putting on the stream. Can't wait to be back again.
All right, Chance. Well, Great run for you tonight. Plus 13. We'll let you go and celebrate that fantastic run from the back.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Again, that was tonight's hard charger, Chance Carr. We'll talk to our second place runner here tonight. That's going to be Logan Herbert. Hey, Logan, it's Tyler and Tim up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, what a feature. I'll tell you what, you started up front there in the third spot. You were in the top 3 all feature long, all 75 laps. Had to go through a ton of restarts and maneuver how you were going to time those out. Got into some late race battles, got passed by the 32. The 32 makes contact with the outside wall. You and the 48 were the benefactors of that, and the 48 got out to the advantage there and just kind of scooted away. What's it like trying to manage the first bit of the race? You know, you got to the lead and had a lot of cautions to navigate your way through with restarts, and I know tire savings had to play a big role as well tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I knew it was a 75 lap feature. I knew I couldn't really push it as hard as I wanted to, but it just felt like at the beginning I kept having the chance to grab the lead, and that's what I wanted and try to control it from there. But I just pushed a little bit too hard and didn't have much at the end. On the restarts, I mean, we had like 6 restarts with me in the lead, so I was trying to like change it up a little bit, fire early, fire in the middle, fire late. And then one time Caleb caught on when he was in third, and then I kind of just sucked on the restarts after that.
I'll tell you, Logan, still a fantastic run for you here tonight in the Barberville Dash. You're going to take home $100. How does that feel?
Yeah, it feels good. I always like running Reigel's races because even if you're in second or third or fifth, you're always going to get paid good. It's not just one person getting paid good.
Absolutely. Tim, you got anything for him?
Yeah, Logan, you led majority of the laps in the second half. Is there anything you would have done differently to hold off the people behind you to hold on, hopefully win the race?
Yeah, I mean, just saving tires at the beginning, that I think that really costed me. Jaeger kind of just stayed on the bottom the entire race, just pushing on the bottom, but it was helping him save the tires, just staying in the tack and while I was spinning the tires through the slick, getting them hot. So definitely saved the tires a little bit more, and I know I made a couple mistakes running that slider line, just overshooting the corner. So if I could do anything different, that's what I'd do.
Well, Logan, a fantastic effort from you here tonight, coming away with a second place finish. Before we let you go, who do you need to thank?
Yeah, Sean McPhee, Public Enemy Setups, Joe Venditti, Michael Swank, everyone for racing clean tonight. It was an awesome money race. You don't really see many money races turn up as good as that turned out. So Reigel for putting this on, you guys for broadcasting and doing the interviews and everything, and that's all.
All right, Logan. Well, again, congratulations on the fantastic run here tonight. We'll let you celebrate.
Thank you.
All right, let's move on and talk to our winner here tonight. Hey, Dylan, it's Tyler and Tim up in the booth. You got a copy?
Sir.
All right, man. Well, what an effort tonight for you. Slowly, methodically worked your way forward in the feature. Started in the 11th spot, moved up all the way to the top spot. You know, with a couple laps to go, I think it was about 6 to go, the 32 machine made some contact with the outside wall. Logan Herbert hit him a little bit, and you were able to pass right by on the inside, and you never looked back from there. What was that like when you saw that happen?
I thought I was dead. You know, he hit the wall and he started coming down, and I was like, I'm definitely about to smoke him with my right front. And lucky enough, when he hit Herbert, his front end raised up and he kind of just bounced into my sail panel, and I just kept going. So got a little lucky there, but you know, we'll take a little luck here and there. And I saved my tires there for a while, so I had a lot at the end, and I was just able to scoot away.
Yeah, absolutely, Dylan. You had a fantastic effort, and You know, it's got to feel good. You take away the top prize here tonight. You get a trophy, championship trophy to go along with it, 175 extra dollars. What a night, huh?
But yeah, it was awesome. It was a really good race there. You know, racing through the mid pack. Everyone was being super respectful and leaving each other room. And there was a incident there with Drew Alton. I kind of got into him. He called it a racing deal. I thought it was my fault. I just want to apologize to him for that because I thought it was my fault. I was fully expecting to get sent to the back, and he called it a racing deal. So apologies to him, but it was a really fun race, and you know, I'm just glad to be a part of it.
Absolutely. Tim, do you have anything?
Yeah, you said you were saving a whole lot of tire throughout the race. How big of a factor did that play, do you think, in you getting the win?
I think it played a lot because I was talking with the other guys and I had a lot more tire than them. And if they tried to move to the same line that I did, they would have been really slow. So, and with me running the middle like that, I was losing quite a bit of time, especially out of two, not being able to slide up all the way to the wall to open my corners up. And then again, like if they were running the same line I did, they would have they would have been out to lunch. And it kind of gave me my own line down there in the middle. It just left everyone on the top, and I was able to make my way forward there through the race. I think I only ran the top a handful of times, so they were saying that they had like 10% less tire than me, so it definitely played a part.
Wow, that's quite amazing, Dylan. Fantastic job tire saving here tonight. Before we let you go, who do you need to thank for the efforts?
Yeah, I'd just like to thank everyone at CFM Esports and Majula C Speed Shop. You know, car was a rocket tonight. Kind of sucks that there was an invert there. We ran a really good qualifying time, and I was fully expecting to be in the front of a heat race. And then I was like, oh shoot, there's an invert. That's not good. But got to thank them. Car was really fast all night. Got to thank Connor and Joey Lingron. He was up there spotting for me. You guys for the broadcast, and everyone for putting this race on.
Absolutely, Dylan. Appreciate the kind words, and we'll let you celebrate the big victory to kick off this modified season with Reigel Promotions Esports.
Thank you.
All right, that's going to conclude our interview portion of tonight. Well, Tim, as we close the book on night number 1 in this modified season, I'll tell you what an absolute fantastic event, fantastic racing throughout the field. You know, the driver said at the interviews, couldn't have asked for better racing. You know, relatively clean with money on the line the way there was tonight, and you know, some surprises as we went along the way. So definitely one for the books here on the Buckeye Racing Network.
Yeah, fantastic. Just an absolutely fantastic event. Uh, and, I mean, thank the drivers. That's all I can say. I mean, they put on a heck of a show. That's about all I can say.
They absolutely did. Well, folks, next race up for Reigel Promotions Esports is going to be the Gateway Clash by Colburn Race Promotions. That's going to be at the I-55 Raceway. That's going to be a 75-lap main event. Open setup UMP Modifieds is the car they're using. Minimum of $200 to win that event and $25 for 10th. There's a $20 entry fee, and that's going to be live on the Reigel Promotions Esports YouTube channel. And that's going to be on Tuesday, February 25th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Upcoming for us here on the Buckeye Racing Network, we'll be back live this coming Sunday night with the League of Outlaws. I believe it's going to be the 19th race of their season. We'll be live with that one at about 9:15 Eastern Time Sunday night, so come on out and be a part of that, folks. Thanks each and every one for watching here tonight, especially if you were a new viewer. Welcome into the channel. We appreciate each and every one of you and all the comments tonight. Fantastic audience, as always. But that's going to do it for Tim and I from the Volusia Speedway. So long, everybody. Take care, and good night.